Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadine Grace. This video is all about healing our pain, healing what's no longer serving us. And this video is also for the ones who have, or for the chosen ones. And in previous videos, I have explained what I believe to be chosen ones. The chosen ones are people who have chosen themselves to come to planet Earth at this time and space to help out with, to serve in a massive way, to help humanity evolve, to help each other. We're all brothers and sisters on this planet. We're all one. Every single last one of us, we're just all one. There is no separation. So we came here to help each other evolve, to remember who we are, and to move to the next stage of our life. So this video, if you're listening to this, you're a chosen one who have chosen to come to help evolve humanity, and you have stepped into your calling. You have stepped out of that third dimension of yourself and now into the fifth dimension, where you are serving and you are doing it with compassion and love and joy and peace. So this video is for you. If you really want to evolve to the next level of your life, it's important that you recognize what's triggering you. What is your triggers? And what I mean by that, what is it that make you, what is it that pisses you off? in a simpler form, what triggers you? What gets you out of your natural state of love and compassion and peace? What are some of the emotions do you notice in your life? Do you get pissed off a lot? Do you, when someone says something, what is triggering you? Let me give you an example. About a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was triggered, and it wasn't an emotion that I wanted to feel, but you know, we got to feel our emotions to heal them. And I was triggered because someone said something to me about voting, about, are you going to vote? And I was like, no, I don't vote. I haven't voted in God knows how long. I just don't get involved with those type of transactions anymore, because I know what's going on behind the scenes in terms of what these politicians are doing, and I know that they're just corrupt. So I don't go down that road anymore. I don't vote. And the person that I said it to got really offended and said something to me that really hurt my feelings, and I was pissed off. And I didn't say anything in the moment because I didn't want to invoke a negative response. And I had my son next to me, and I didn't want him to hear mommy, you know, say things that she shouldn't be saying. I was away on vacation, and I wasn't home, and I walked away from the situation. However, it's the emotion still stayed with me, and I was pissed. And I jumped on and I made a video about it. You can go look it up. and I talked about it. But then after I was done making the video, I was like, what the world? What is going on? Why am I so upset? Why am I getting so pissed off over something that was said to me? You know, why? What is it what got triggered inside of me that is not healed, that still needs healing? So that's what a trigger is. If someone is triggering an emotion inside of you that's making you get out of your flow of love, joy, and peace and compassion, and then you're looking at the other person and blaming the other person, then there's something that needs to be healed. There's something that needs to be healed. And if you want to expedite your awakening journey, it's important to address those triggers and stop the blame. So what I did, I went back and I said, okay, so in that discussion, what pissed me off was that I thought the person disrespected me by saying, oh, I don't know enough, and you know, and just said something that really hurt me. So I went back and I said, okay, so that means that I'm still walking around feeling unworthy. I'm still walking around feeling undeserving. I'm still walking around feeling like I'm not enough, and that I need someone to validate my own worth. So then I had to do a breakthrough on myself and really go back to healing my inner child, because we all have inner children within us that are wounded, that needs to be healed, all of us. And then it took me back to a lot of my experiences back in childhood, growing up, where I felt unworthy, where someone might have said something to me that made me feel like I was flawed or I was not worthy or not deserving. And I went back to a lot of, I have quite a few experiences where things were said to me in school and by my own families as well. Good, loving families, sisters that I love, that they were kids themselves and not really aware of what was going on. And I had to go back and see myself as a child, really. So the exercise that I did, I went back and I saw myself as the child that was seeking validation, that wanted to fit in, that wanted to feel pretty, that wanted to feel love. And I went back and felt the emotion rather than stuffing the emotion away and like, oh, I don't want to feel this right now. I felt the emotion as if it was happening at that time and space. And then I looked at my younger self and I said, it is not your fault that someone said something mean to you. That was not your fault. Hurt people hurt people. And you are born enough. And it doesn't matter what anyone says to you. It doesn't matter even what you think about yourself. You are born enough. You will always be enough. And there is nothing that anyone can say or do. There's nothing that you can say or do that can take away from your enoughness. You came into this world whole and complete. You came here with everything inside of you. You're not lacking anything. But you're holding on to this identity that you're broken and you're not. It is just a story you're telling yourself. And it is time to release that story and tell yourself a new story. I literally did this. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes. I cried, tears pouring out of my eyes, and I released that energy, that toxic energy that was still sitting inside of me. And even though I've done a lot of work on myself, I was still holding on to that unworthiness, that feeling undeserving and feeling like I'm not enough. So I let it go and I released that. So I'm just making this video to bring to your attention that if you're not addressing your triggers and really taking a good look at why you are getting triggered, then that can slow down your awakening process, and that can slow you down into walking to the next chapter of your life. So a good way to recognize your triggers is to see how you feel when someone says something to you, or during a discussion, or what you hear, or whatever interaction that you may find yourself in. And if you invoke any type of negative emotions, and I'm not saying to avoid all negative emotions. All emotions are good. You're supposed to feel all of your emotions and let them go. But see what is triggering you. For me, it was, I thought someone was disrespecting me and they said something, or you just don't know enough. It was more than that. And I felt like they have really wounded me. Like, how dare you to say that to me? So I was tying my worth to what they thought about me. And in reality, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you, right? It's none of your business what people say about you and what people think about you. Because if you understand that you're whole and complete, that you're not lacking anything, that you're enough, then it doesn't matter what anyone says about you, will not trigger you. So I'm still working, I'm still healing, and I'm still searching for my old triggers. So if someone says something to you, if you find yourself getting triggered all day long, or, not even all day long, but you're just getting triggered by what's going on in today's world, if you're getting triggered by that, then it's important to find what is triggering you and heal that, because the reality is nothing outside of ourselves can make us feel better. Right? Nothing outside of ourselves should take away from the alignment of love, peace, and joy, because we have everything inside of us already. We're not looking for anything outside of ourselves to fill that gap, or we're not looking for anything outside of ourselves to feel whole and complete, because we already came here whole and complete. Alrighty, so I just wanted to there's so much more that I want to talk about, but I've had meetings all day. I'm a bit tired. My mouth is dry. So I'm going to end it here. So just want you to really get what I'm saying, and finding your old triggers, going back to what you think triggered that. First, find the emotions and how you're feeling. For me, I was feeling like I needed validation. I needed you to agree with me. Well, not really agree with me. I didn't really need the person to agree with me, but what the person said hurt my feelings. And for me to get my feelings hurt, then I'm looking for someone to make me feel better, right? And no one can make us feel better. We have to make ourselves feel better. So I'm going to end this video right now. Let me know what you thought about it, what you think about it, and leave any comments below. Leave your comments below and let me know what your triggers are and how you're working to release them. Okay? And let me know also what videos that you would like to see me make. I love you all, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.